George Hawkins. We move now to 5-minute call spell at 4 minutes.
Thank you. I just want to say how good it is to see the last speaker back in the House. You know, quite an interesting member. Started off, I think, many years ago, New Zealand First, then turned to Maori Pacific, now National, and by the speech he made, she's going smoke-free and going to join the Maori Party in their policy. But I think local bills demand a bit more respect. You see, this bill is unnecessary if the government had done what they should have done and had a referendum of the people of Auckland. Then this bill would not have reached the House. And I want to thank my colleague for bringing it to the House. You see, it took a Labour list member to do it. Now, other members of Parliament are associated closely with Rodney. The Speaker of the House, the Honourable Lockwood Smith, and I can understand the reasons perhaps why he may not want to have brought it to the House. Mr John Key, the Prime Minister, probably too busy. But we start to get to people, he's going around smiling everywhere. He's going around saying, well, we're not going to have any mines, and he's got an ear-to-ear smile as he says it. Yeah, that's right. And so the people of Rodney who want this bill before the House are disappointed. We've got other members on the North Shore. Wayne Mapp. Now, he dodged the crossfire. He didn't want to be involved. Jonathan Coleman. Now, he doesn't want to know about it. And, of course, you have all these people. Well, Murray McCully, well, he's over in Afghanistan, and many people think, well, I hope no harm comes to him over there. But I doubt that all those people will come from Rodney, because they are very disappointed. They want to stay by themselves. Now, look, Labour supported the reorganisation principle right from day one. But one thing the national government forgot, and that is to listen to what people are saying. And I suggest that Rodney Hyde or John Carter take a call on this bill, first reading, and say why they won't support this bill. Now, we know they won't. I know Rodney Hyde's out busy trying to get his vote up. He goes around, I was at one of his meetings on Monday, that he shared the platform with Penny Bright. He shared the platform with Penny Bright. That's desperation politics. Now, that's what happened. But will they support local people? Look, people like Bill Townsend, who worked like nobody's business to try and make submissions and have the government take notice of them. It didn't happen. Penny Webster, the Mayor of Rodney District Council, a former member of this House, a former member of the ACT Party, must be a former. Well, you can't afford too many formers or you'll be gone. That member will be gone. And I'm going to say that I wouldn't be advertising the fact. I wouldn't be advertising it. I'd sit there quietly, take a deep breath and get on with things. Now look, when you have people who by substantial majority in the referendum say that they're opposed to what's happening, then I think they should have the decency of this bill going to Select Committee. Now, I know Select Committees will bury it. That's what happens. I'm doing a bill shortly, a local bill for Manukau City, a prostitution bylaw bill. Now, I know that's not going to go very far because Manukau's going into Auckland. But Manukau goes with its eyes wide open, but Rodney is fighting. Other communities are still very, very unhappy. Papakura, bitterly disappointed. that the government didn't listen to them. They got told by John Carter, we're listening, but they weren't hearing. And you see, you need to have a voice in the House representing that area, and I'm glad. I'm really pleased that Labor's doing it, even though we don't hold a seat on the North Shore. When all else is lost, people come back to Labor, and that's what they'll be doing. They'll be coming back to Labor, and the people of Rodney won't forget the betrayal.
Dr. Cam Calder.
Mr. Speaker, it's a pleasure to rise and speak on the Rodney District Council Bill, a local bill. This bill seeks to create the Rodney District Council as a unitary authority and separate it from the Auckland super city. I acknowledge that indeed the people of Rodney are extremely passionate about this, Mr. Robinson, extremely passionate.